Going on these different trips over this past year, the thing that I have found most gratifying is to see how resilient our region is, to see how resilient the different organizations, the different businesses are, and how determined everyone is to come out of COVID to a place that is stronger than where we were before.
There's a lot to be proud of. We feel like our work has gotten attention of our stakeholders, but also has been led energetically by our board members, and our staff has stepped up to deliver on every count. scag, in its best presentation, is a representation of local agency. The best government of all levels of government is local government because it's closest to the people and it gets the job done on the ground. And that's who we represent at scag. So all of our work, every bit of our work is in service of our membership, the 191 cities, 6 counties, and 6 commissions. Whatever resources we have is intended to do things that would assist our local agencies in getting their work done.
What scag did this year was make an effort to make sure that we reconnect with our communities and meet them where they are. Make sure that we check in on their planning efforts, their projects, and the issues that really are important to our region.
scag is bringing tangible resources, financial support to our communities, to our cities throughout Southern California, bringing very real resources that our cities and our counties benefit from. Go Human is a great example of our outreach to communities in Southern California. And it's a mini grant, and it's based upon providing active transportation and safety kits for communities. And we applied for one in Palm Desert, and it was a great result. We had a demonstration project, the community came out, they gave us their feedback, and today we have the San Pablo Corridor, which is a safe place to ride a bike, to walk, for the community to come together. And it all started with the Go Human campaign. To tackle some of the other issues that we see in our communities, we have the Sustainable Communities Program. And that's everything from innovative mobility, it's active transportation, it's safety, it's housing, and it's smart cities.
To meet the challenge of housing planning, scag is providing tools, assessment, trying to really advocate for better funding, including for infrastructure, trying to get a break for those cities that need more time to work on their housing elements, lobbying our legislators. We have some great legislators, and I know that during the past year, we've been meeting with them virtually and getting our stories across of the challenge.
At the beginning of my presidency, we came together and focused on what we were going to do, not only for this year, but as we move forward as an organization with a strategic planning session. One of the things that came out of that was a desire to focus on the legislative front, focus on advocacy. This past year, we have done that. And with that advocacy, we have taken it to Sacramento, all the way to DC to talk with our legislators one-on-one to share about the needs of Southern California and how we can remain competitive as a region moving forward. Goods movement is a critical issue for our region. It accounts for 1 in 3 jobs in Southern California, but it's more than that. Goods movement coming through our ports of LA, Long Beach, not only go through Southern California, but to the country as a whole. This past year with COVID, we saw some issues.
What we saw was a congestion problem at our ports that impacted not only Southern California, but our entire country. But scag and our region stepped forward, met our regional leaders and Secretary Pete Buttigieg at the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles to talk about what changes we can make on the ground and what federal support is necessary to make sure that Southern California has a great goods movement economy and continues to thrive.
We recently had our 2021-22 Economic Summit. And in this, we were able to hear from experts from across the region, looking at the fact that our economic recovery has been disproportionate.
I think we can no longer pretend that we don't have tremendous inequality in our state and in Southern California, and that the pandemic has not exacerbated some of those trends.
Having actual data in order to base our decisions off of, That's the way forward. That's how we plan.
The regional data platform is really one of the key pillars for all these other projects. When we have a place that we can all come together and get information, we can make better decisions. It helps inform us. If we're using GIS, we know better how to develop, we know better how to use our land, and we know better how to put our transportation in, where to put businesses and where to put homes.
Most of our cities are small cities and don't have the same capacity as the large cities. The RDP begins to equalize that in terms of access to technology to do sophisticated planning and decision support that's data-driven.
SCAG's resources, its staff, its tools help those cities that don't have all of the resources of larger cities.
When we bring all these tools to our communities, whether it's data, whether it's Go Human, whether it's our community efforts, we make each community better, and we bring the tools, the programs, the resources that help us do the best that we can do. And SCAG is working hard to provide that to us.
The Southern California region is a diverse region. We have a lot of competing interests, but that is what this organization is about. And that is represented here in our regional council and across all of our committees. Working together collaboratively for the betterment of the Southern California region, this organization is bringing together competing interests, convening, bringing everybody to the table so we can talk about the hard issues and get it done. We have so many exciting things happening in the Southern California region, so much opportunity. That's our end goal. We're going into this in a way that we're looking out for future generations.